Welcome back to the channel, No Country for Old Gary. We're going to talk about the best 25 films of 2025. Right, so we're starting off with the 25th best film, in my opinion, of 2025 is The Housemaid. And I was quite excited to see this movie. I took my wife along to the cinema. We both had a really good time. It was like there was only about two guys there. This film was amazing from start to finish. I never seen the twist coming. At number 24, we've got Eternity, a comedy worth watching if you like comedies. If you don't really like just comedies, watch something else. At number 23, coming in with another comedy, we've got Splitsville. This was a very good film, one of the best comedies of the year. There's only a few comedies in this list, but I did like this one. It's probably got the best fight scene, realistic fight scene, since Bridget Jones had Hugh Grant and Colin Firth doing like a realistic fight scene, except in Splitsville, we've got a kind of longer 10-minute fight scene between these two guys, and it's like, no, it's less amateur than Bridget Jones fighting, but it's still kind of that kind of grabbing, rolling, tussle, kind of like realistic kind of fight scenes. I thought that was hilarious. Coming at number 22, we've got F1 with Brad Pitt, phoning it in with this performance. The cinematography and everything was great. Brad Pitt was okay. Otherwise, I would have put it higher up the list if he maybe kind of came up with something cool. I think he was maybe just trying to portray the guy as realistic as possible, and it's just made for quite a boring performance, to be honest with you. Coming in at number 21, we've got Echo Valley, another Sydney Sweeney movie. One of three in this list. Sorry if you don't like Sydney Sweeney. She's one of my favourite actors of recent times. If you don't like Sydney Sweeney, watch Immaculate if you like horror movies. If you want a drama, watch Reality. These are two films where Sydney Sweeney's actually putting on top performances. I would say most of the time she's given good performances, including this movie. And coming in at number 20, we've got Christie, again with Sydney Sweeney, and hats off to Sydney Sweeney. She wore like a black curly mullet, like she couldn't be further away from a bimbo. She was pale, she put on muscle, she put on a wee bit of fat, she changed her shape for this role. She never had any cleavage showing. She was like the furthest away from a Sydney Sweeney role you could imagine, and more people should be watching this film, but unfortunately it went under the radar. But Sydney Sweeney came out swinging in this film. At number 19, we've got The Smashing Machine with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, another fighting film, an MMA movie, something I'm more interested in. But I think the film was amazing. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson deserves some kind of credit for this role because he done really good. I love Emily Blunt in this. I thought it was well directed. I thought it showed the story really well. It was a story I knew a bit, but it gave me more in depth about the history and everything. And Usyk doing a spinning wheel kick was just the best thing about this movie. At number 18, we've got Wake Up Dead Man. This was a really, really good murder mystery, like Glass Onion before it. Really, really good acting. I really liked the cinematography in this film. I just thought it was really excellent. If you like any murder mysteries movie, you'll love this film. At number 17, we've got Jurassic World Rebirth. Hats off to Scarlett Johansson. She's pretty good in everything she does, and I really like the dinosaurs, the different kinds of dinosaurs in this. I don't want to spoil anything. Totally underrated. Love this movie. Scarlett Johansson was great. The dinosaurs, the new type of dinosaurs were fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Go and watch it. Don't listen to the hate. If you like that kind of movie, just go and watch it. See for yourself. At number 16, we've got Code 3. Probably the funniest comedy of last year. Ryan was just so funny in this film. I've never been a huge fan of his, but I am now. It's all about a paramedic who is like at the end of his career, almost at retirement, and he's just at the end of his wits as well, and it's just hilarious. At number 15, we've got another comedy, The Ballad of Wallace Island. It was more along the lines of like a kind of nice comedy, kind of more British. It's based in an island in Britain, and it's got a singer-songwriter, kind of like Damien Rice type story where he split up with his wife and now he's on his own journey, and this guy's brought them back together, and it's just been hilarious. At number 14, we've got Eddington, which I think is like the most like a Coen Brothers movie you can get recent times, because the Coen Brothers have split up and made their own movies. Now other directors are coming in to try and fill that void. I think Eddington filled that void. Ari Aster done a great job. He's got a good track record, and it's probably his best movie with Joaquin Phoenix so far. At number 13, we've got Caught Stealing, another Coen Brothers like movie. I just really enjoyed it. The story, it was like a bit like Anora, I feel like the year before. These kind of Russian dudes and all this kind of stuff. Funny things happened in it. I don't want to spoil anything. If you like a good kind of comedy with some crime and action, go and watch it. At number 12, we've got Warfare. I think this was a great war movie. You're right in there. You're in the room where the soldiers are. They're struggling. There's a lot of stress. It does not cut away to anywhere else. It's just you are there. It's like a documentary, like a kind of gonzo documentary style, where you're stuck with these soldiers, and it's very intense in this war zone. At number 11, my last watched movie, my most recent watch out of these movies, Chainsaw Man. I've not watched a manga movie since about 1998 when Akira was out, and I was like just like a prepubescent young boy, and I really enjoyed Akira back in the day. Chainsaw Man was amazing. It's a top rated movie in Letterboxd to 2025, so I was like, I may as well check it out, see if I enjoy it, and I absolutely loved it. Visually, it was spectacular. It goes crazy like your normal manga. It's got all the tropes, but in the best way possible. The colours and everything were just fantastic, man. Just go and watch this, honestly. So, coming into our top 10, I've got Dangerous Animals at number 10, and a shark movie, the best shark movie since Jaws. Absolutely loved this film. It's like about a serial killer who uses sharks, basically. The shark isn't necessarily the bad guy in the movie, but this guy is the bad guy in the movie, and he uses sharks to his advantage. A couple of wee tiny minor holes in this story, otherwise it would have been higher. I don't think this is as loved as it should be, so go and watch Dangerous Animals if you like a good, solid horror movie. At number 9, we've got Frankenstein. I just love Mia Goth. I love all the actors in this. I love Oscar Isaac. I love everybody in this film. I've read the book when I was like 20, had to read it for English, and I thought it was a really good film. 200 plus years ago this book was written by an 18-year-old girl. And just when you watch it today, it actually still echoes some things in like the medical industry and all this kind of stuff. It makes you think about like cloning, you know how they clone sheep, or whatever they do, all this kind of stuff. It brings up ethical issues and all that for 200 years ago. It's just absolutely amazing, and Del Toro done a fantastic job of just recreating this story into a movie. At number 8, we've got Sinners. One of the best horrors. I love horror movies. I love thrillers more probably, but there's been so much good horror movies recently, and Sinners is just right up there. And I like the whole kind of blues music vibe. It just really kind of vibed with me. And this old kind of like Robert Johnson style Crossroads meet the devil stuff, and then mixed in with the kind of like vampire-y, you know, like type thing or whatever it is, zombies or whatever it is. I just like that whole vibe. Some people complained it's too late until you see all that stuff. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was great. That kind of slow build up for the whole film, building an atmosphere, changing the atmosphere, the genre. It was great, fantastic. At number 7, we've got Die My Love, directed by Lynn Ramsey. Absolutely love these actors. Absolutely loved everything about this film. The Petzval lens that she used, just that amazing swirly bouquet effect. I just thought everything about it was great. The wee square ratio, the universal, the Academy aspect ratio. I just absolutely loved it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was just really, really well done. At number 6, we've got If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Absolutely love Rose Byrne in this. I think she deserves an Oscar. Please give her an Oscar. I love the fact that it never cut away from her face. Her face was the whole film. She was the canvas of the whole movie. It never cut away to anything, and she done the best job at having a camera right in her face, and the emotions of her face were basically what the movie was, and it was absolutely so well done. At number 5, we've got a Korean movie, the best Korean movie of last year in my opinion. I love Korean movies. We've got No Other Choice, directed by Park Chan-wook, and he's basically taking a leaf out of Bong Joon-ho's Parasite here, and kind of looking at like the social statuses and rich and poor people and how that kind of fits in modern society. And I think it's amazing what he's done. It's got a bit less violence than he's normally got, and a bit just more of a kind of thriller crime. I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. Please watch this. It's the best Korean movie of last year. At number 4, we've got Companion. This film is just so underlooked, man. Like, it takes twists and turns. Do not watch the trailer for this film. It will just spoil every twist and turn. Absolutely loved it. See if you go in blind and watch this film, you'll just love it. Honestly, the twists and turns, anybody I've recommended it to or talked about, they loved it too. I don't know why other people have missed this film in the lists. It just seems so overlooked in my opinion, but Companion, fantastic. At number 3, we've got Final Destination Bloodlines. Right, you can tell I'm a bit of a horror fan, right? I love Final Destination for back in the day. I thought this was the best I thought this was the best Final Destination since the first one, and I thought it was just so well done. The way the camera shows like the kind of the things that are going to come up, you know, like how fate's going to, or death or whatever is going to like decide how to kill them, or the way it sets it up was just amazing. So fun to watch. At number 2, we've got Bring Her Back, another horror film. I think horror films are just doing amazing now. I like every type of film there is. I like war movies. I like honestly, I like everything. I like Korean thrillers. I like horrors. I like action movies, but I think horrors are just doing really well now, and Bring Her Back is just the best, or one of the best horror movies in recent years. It was quite a kind of emotional, sensitive movie, and it still had a really intense horror about it. That last scene was amazing. Everything building up to it was fantastic. It was quite believable. It's a realistic kind of horror movie, and I like that about it. And go and watch it if you're into horror films. And at number 1, we've got my favourite director of all time, Yorgos Lanthimos, with my favourite actress of all time, Emma Stone. This has took one of my slots in my top Letterboxd films. I love Poor Things, I love The Favourite, but now we've got Begonia from 2025. Absolutely loved this. Go and read the synopsis. Don't watch anything else about it though. If you like the sound of it, it's about these two guys that kidnap a CEO of a company. They're conspiracy theorists. It goes down that whole road, modern society, how you've got all these conspiracy theorists thinking all the wacky stuff. That is these guys in this film, and she's a CEO of a company that they've got theories about, and it's just amazing how it again twists and turns similar to Companion. I just love that twistiness in films, and this film's been completely overlooked. I hope it wins some kind of Oscar. I don't even know if it will be up for an Oscar, but hopefully it will be. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you like this. My name is NoCountryForOldGary. Like and subscribe. Comment down below your favourite films of 2025. Tell me where I'm wrong, where I'm right. Argue with me, praise me, whatever. I don't care. Just show some engagement, guys. I watch about 500 films a year. I watched 48 films that were new last year, so that's like almost one per week. I watch every week. New movies. I'm watching 500 movies a year. I'm watching so many movies. I've watched 1,395 movies logged on Letterboxd. So if you want to know more about the movies, I'm watching tons and tons. So I'm just using this channel as a kind of output for all these things I'm watching. I'm writing reviews in Letterboxd anyway. I never refer to my Letterboxd reviews for this. I'm just trying to get this out there. I turn 40 tomorrow. I'm going to go and see Marty Supreme, so that might be on my list, but it might not make the list. I don't know. But anyway, so this is January the 14th right now, and I'm just getting around to making a best of 2025 top 25 movies in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my 3rd time recording it, but thank you, and please subscribe.